Ellen Scroggins, the adult programmer at the Faulkner County Library, and we're coming to you with another episode of Simply Living, which is the video series where we help you navigate life's challenges, especially new challenges you might be facing, and give you tips on how to improve your mental health and kind of organize your space in your life. So in a previous episode, we talked about ways that you can help track and organize your tasks and your future. And one of the things we mentioned in that episode was bullet journaling. So today we're going to be going over that in more detail because that's a term that I think a lot of people might have heard but aren't completely familiar with the concept. So bullet journaling, the concept of it was invented by a man named Ryder Carroll, who wrote a book to help people try this new method. And it's really great for people who don't really know how to use planners, or planners don't meet all their needs, or who maybe find themselves not using all of their planner and wind up with half blank pages. So it's especially good for tracking habits that you're trying to form, like taking medications or drinking water or getting certain cleaning tasks done. And it's also super useful for tracking appointments and things like family holidays or birthdays. So bullet journals can be very customizable, and that's one of the best things about them. The most traditional style tend to have blank dotted grids that can be structured into whatever layout you need them to be. But you can use any kind of journal really for this. It can be lined, it can be completely blank, whatever works for you, or if you just have extra notebooks lying around, bullet journaling is actually a great way to use those if you don't have any other plans for them. So another aspect of bullet journaling is future logs, which is where you break down your schedule, and so you can keep track of what's coming up for you in either soon or the far future. And one of the important things about bullet journals is to suit them to you personally. You need to design the journal around your aesthetic that will make you want to use it. So you can get one like this that's very cute and has a very pleasing kind of image. There's many tools that tend to get used in bullet journaling. Highlighters and bright markers are great. Another extremely popular tool is washi tape, which you can see here has been used to make borders for the spread. And that is something you can find in crafting stores or online. It's very cheap, and it's an adorable way to just kind of make a structure in your planner to follow, because usually you're using free-form pages. And all these tools can be used to help you want to engage with your journal. If you want to get like gold pins to make a bunch of designs, you can. If you want to cut washi tape into fun designs or buy pre-made stickers, those are great. But you can also use it much more minimalistic and simple if that's who you are. It's all about making something that you will engage with. Bullet journaling is also a great way to develop weekly habits merely by the fact of journaling, because you can set aside a time for yourself every week to make your spread for the coming week. And that will help you just mentally organize what you're wanting to do. So again, these are some art supplies from a bullet journaler I know that she uses. She's got these very beautiful markers she uses. This is actually her journal that she donated for use today, just so that we could have an example. And she does like making the unique designs out of washi tape, but she also loves using pre-made stickers. And these have all sorts of things. They've got words on them. Some of them are more detailed than others. Some are adorable and rainbow colored. It's really about matching your journal to your personality. Another important thing to include in bullet journals, if this is something that would be useful to you, is mood trackers, just like we talked about in a previous episode. If you don't want to download an app on your phone, you can easily include them in your journal. And that can help you keep track of how you're doing over the course of the week or even month. And that can show you trends in your mental health that you might not have noticed before. The best resource I can offer on this subject is actually bulletjournalcom, which was made by Ryder Carroll, the man I mentioned before, who invented this technique. And it has everything you can need to get started bullet journaling. And there's even fantastic blog posts and articles on there, like embracing messy and inconsistent journaling, which kind of just goes over how you might see professional bullet journalers who may post on their Instagram these beautiful spreads, but that doesn't have to be you. It just has to be whatever works for you. And also things like 5 ways to bullet journal to benefit your mental health so that you can structure your journal around tracking your mental health and improving it. And you don't have to pay anything to use the website. It's just a resource to look at and see what their suggestions are. And we will link to that website below so you can go directly from the video to there if this is something that interests you. So thank you so much for joining us again for this episode of Simply Living. And we hope that you found something here that you can use whether you're going to start your own bullet journal or even just adapt some of these techniques into a pre-made planner that you already use. Please join us again next week, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you with the next episode of Simply Living.